Okay, so I looked for days trying to figure out the slotted poppet valve that everybody keeps talking about. Couldn't find a picture of it because people didn't have enough posts to post it or whatever. And somebody was like, oh, you can make that yourself, but nobody could post a picture or video on how to do it. So I'm going to do the community a favor. And when you have an Optimax 150 that's throwing a temperature sensor just because you're giving it hell when you're trying to get out of the hole, this is a slotted poppet valve. This is what you need to do with a file or a drill bit or a Dremel or whatever. This side right here goes into the motor and seals against the surface. And that little slot right there allows water to flow past it, which helps cool the engine. So when everybody starts talking about on the forums, the slotted poppet valve, that right there is the coveted slotted poppet valve that everybody talks about. That guy, the little guy right there. And it goes in over here, down under yonder here, up in there. It's hard to see, but it goes behind there. So you got to pull this off real quick, and it's pretty easy to do. And then the top vent tube they talk about is this. And all I did was I took a nut. I took this off of here. I took a nut that was about a little bigger than the diameter of the hose, and then a little smaller in the middle, and I stuffed it down in there and made sure it lined up. And then I put this on here so it couldn't move on accident. And that's how you restrict your bypass, so that the engine can cool while you're idling below 1,000 RPMs or whatever it is. But that's what they talk about. That right there, fix that. Put clean thermostats in on both. You need two of them. One right there and one right there. I put new temperature sensors in just to make sure that they were good. And then, like I said, the slotted poppet valve. That guy right there. So you can take your poppet valve out and do that yourself if you want. What I did, because I got impatient and got tired of waiting, is I cut a little slit right there, right, just so it was like right along there. And then I did one on the other side too. Cut a little slit right here on the other side with a one of those vibrating cutting tools. Just did one on each side, put it in, went for a test burn, and it worked just fine. Never had a problem. I drove all day yesterday, 90-some degrees outside, hotter than hell, a bunch of trolling, bunch of hammer time, and it stayed cool, didn't throw a single overheat alarm. So there's your answer. That's how you fix an Optimax 150. This is an 01 model or an 02 model, I can't remember. Either way, an Optimax 150. The overheat alarm when you're trying to get up on plane. That's how you fix it. Any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll answer them as fast as I can.